Now, let me say this to you. And I hope that I don't forget this, because I want to say it before I forget it. People who are in ministry who do not recognize what you are providing. And I know you said that part of it was the ego. Part of it was they're preoccupied with what they've already got set. And I think that a lot of it has to do with the way they're exposing themselves to, with all the stuff. You know, everybody watches TV, they go on social media, and they tap wrong sources. This is my philosophy. A lot of them are being influenced and don't even realize they're being influenced because of their favorite programs they're watching. A lot of them watch CNN religiously. They're black, they listen to a black radio station, whatever the case might be. They're inundated with all of this negative or anti or false information on a regular basis. They're being programmed with that information. So when somebody like you come along, you're like a monster with two heads. And remember, because of what they've been programmed to see it, to think, they've been trained to think that you don't know what you're talking about. It's like a conservative, a leftist. You know, they'll dog conservatives so bad, so that their constituency, whenever they hear a conservative, they assume right away you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
So they don't even bother listening to what you're saying, or they'll go to the leftist commentator and let them tell them what you said, and they'll believe that. I've seen many people jump ship from the left when they went to conservative and listened to them for themselves.
Yep. And
listened long enough.
Right.
That's that red pill moment. So my point is that we have to find a way to see. I'm realizing we have to find a way to challenge these leaders about what they. I'm gonna do a survey one day. I'm gonna put down. I hope don't mess this up. I'm gonna do a survey. I'm gonna ask the pastor what's their favorite TV program, what news program they watch. Ask them, put together a series of questions. Let them, I guarantee you, if they answer them honestly, you'll get a good idea of why they think the way they think. Because they do not tap sources like yours. And there aren't that many on mainstream TV, mainstream media. So we have to create these things for ourselves. And I guarantee you that as we build up and as we connect with each other, and more of us get together and start building our own networks, people are gonna start seeing. You see what happened with Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
This dude blew up, Scott, because people were running from mainstream media because this man was talking truth.
Yeah.
And he wasn't scared to say it.
Right.
And he's not no Christian.
Right.
But he got the biggest program because he spoke the truth and was not afraid to address issues.
Yeah.
So we can't get discouraged. Keep doing what you're doing, keep connecting and start networking and setting up your own conferences. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Forget about the pastor don't want to come to church. Put together your own conference with like-minded people and watch.
That's actually how it started.
There you go. Well, it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger because again, truth cannot be held down. And people are ignorant, but they're not stupid.
Right.
You keep this stuff going up enough, and they keep getting exposed to enough, they're gonna have that red pill moment. That's gonna be it. You remember the woman at the well with Jesus?
Yeah.
Man, shoot, when she got that, what did she do? She left that bucket at the well. Come see a man. Come see a man.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep being faithful. Get together with people of like mind. Fine tune our message. Fine tune our tactics. And I'll tell you another problem. A lot of times, sometimes tactics have been a downfall. Also, I see this a lot of time among the brothers that minister to Hebrew Israelites. And I'll say this. Go ahead, brother.
Well, let me give this. So there's a book called Tactics by Greg Koukl.
I know that. Yes, I have it.
And
I haven't read it yet, but I'm familiar with his tactics because I use them all the time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I heard about it. I said, man, I use that all the time. So this is great. This is really great. I know it. You're right. But
he's one of my trainers.
Yeah, it's excellent. But we have to be careful not to allow the enemy to pull us off of our game. I've seen, like I was mentioning, like the Hebrew Israelites and some of the brothers who former Hebrew Israelites who become Christians and they go out to minister to them. They get drawn into the same kind of mentality that the Hebrew Israelites are in. And I keep saying, man, you can't do that. Right. Brothers, when you go to, I've actually seen debates, and you can tell which one was a Hebrew Israelite, which one was a Christian, other than what the message they would make. Because their attitude and their talking was the same. I'm saying, brothers, we've got to not let the enemy pull us into his way of doing things. Maintain our composure. And I've always said that and even Brother Bocab, I've looked at some of his work, and he's my boy. You know, I mean, I really appreciate the work he's done. But I've noticed that he does not have the savvy that he needs to have a lot of times when he's dealing with these people. And again, your delivery is just as important as the truth that you're teaching. You agree with that? So we've got to be more careful, and you have to know your person. You have to know the kind of person you're talking to. You have to spend enough time with them to understand their personality, because everybody's not the same. It's not one size fits all.
Right.
And so Jesus approached the woman at the well differently from when he did Herod. You see what I'm saying? So all of this has to be a part of our training, because having that knowledge is a jewel, but